Good morning, children. We have seen so many changes around us. You know well about chemical changes, which are permanent and irreversible. We have learned some of the conditions required for the chemical reactions. By contact in physical state, based on solution of the reactants, and chemical reactions based on electricity also. You can check the answers for the choose and Phillips. Short answers. What is electrolysis? Chemical reactions which are processed only by the passage of electricity are called as electrochemical reaction or electrolysis. Okay children, now we will start today's session, chemical reactions by heat and light, then with catalyst. Chemical reactions which are based on heat. What does this means? The chemical reactions which are processed by the supply of only heat are called thermochemical reactions or thermolysis, because these reactions are processed only by heating. While heating only, the chemical reactions are processed. Some examples we can discuss here. See, heating of food items while cooking and heating limestone to get quick limes for the industrial purposes. There are two types of reaction based on heat. What are they? Some reactions, the heat gets evolved. The evolution of heat, those reactions are known as exothermic reactions. Example, respiration. See, while respiration, energy is given out. That heat energy only processed so many chemical reactions in our body. And some other reactions absorbs the heat. Those reactions which absorb the heat are called endothermic reactions. Cooking and heating lead nitrate. We will see this. Have you ever watched your mother cooking? Yes, she cooks vegetables, leaves, etc. by heating them over stove. Why? When enough heating is given, some chemical reactions takes place to convert the raw food, that is the uncooked food, into a cooked ones. Cooking also helps to release the essential vitamins, minerals from the food items. Here is the next example. We are going to perform this reaction in our laboratory. We need lead nitrate. The lead nitrate is taken in a test tube. By heating the lead nitrate in a clean, dry test tube, the lead nitrate starts to decompose to lead oxide. You can observe the changes. The brown fumes are observed, which is nitrogen dioxide. Along with the fumes, we can hear some crackling sound also. Introduce a splinter, glowing splinter inside the test tube. It glows the splint again, reignites. See the changes. First one, color change. The white color decomposed to lead oxide, that is yellow color it becomes. And then brown fumes are observed. The glowing splint reignites. You can observe this carefully. See the brown fumes, and yes, the glowing splint reignites. This shows the presence of oxygen. So we can conclude that chemical reactions accompanying evolution of heat are called exothermic reaction, whereas the reactions involving absorption of heat are called endothermic reactions. What will happen if there is no sunlight? All human activities will be affected. We will discuss about the chemical reactions based on light. Chemical reactions based on light. The next conditions required for the chemical reactions to be happen. What it is? The reactions which are processed only by the light, by absorbing light energy. Those reactions are called photochemical reactions. You know this, photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis.
The amazing process of photosynthesis. A look around at nature is an absolute treat to our senses. We all enjoy the colors and fragrance of plants. A closer look at a plant shows that it is firmly held in the soil by the help of roots. These roots absorb water from the soil and through the tiny tubes transport it to the stem and then to the leaves. The stem holds the leaves in such a way that they absorb maximum energy from sunlight. A leaf is a very important part of the plant. Photosynthesis, the ultimate provider of food and oxygen, oozes out through the stomata. So, during photosynthesis, oxygen is given as the life-sustaining gaseous component of the atmosphere, while glucose or food is transported to all parts of the plant and used for growth.
The terms related to this, photolysis. This photolysis is breaking down of ozone, where we can see this ozone, O3, form of oxygen in stratosphere. This O3 molecule absorbs the UV light, that is ultraviolet light, to break down into oxygen molecule O2 and atomic oxygen. This atomic oxygen again combined with the molecule of oxygen to form O3. The next is photochemistry. This is the branch of chemistry that deals with the chemical reactions involving only light. Wow, chocolate buns, colorful cakes, puffed and raised buns. See the idli batter, how it become raised. Is there any chemical reactions behind it? What would make this chemical reaction? We will discuss this. We will see the chemical reactions based on catalyst. What are these catalysts? Catalysts are the substances which alter the speed of the reactions. The catalyst which is added in a chemical reaction either to increase the speed of the reaction or to decrease the speed of reaction. But the important character of catalyst is it does not get involved in the reaction. The speed of certain reactions is influenced by the catalyst. Such reactions are called catalytic reactions. Some examples we can say enzymes, yeast, they are biocatalyst. You know this adding of yeast in a tough to make breads and cake. We'll discuss this now. This type of chemical reaction which are influenced by enzymes and yeast are called fermentation reactions. The enzymes released by the yeast make the reaction faster. Some other examples for catalytic reaction. Haber process, that is preparation of ammonia using nitrogen and hydrogen. Here the catalyst used is iron. See the reaction, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. In the presence of the catalyst iron, at 400 to 450 degrees Celsius of heat and the 200 atmospheric pressure. The next example, nickel. Nickel is used as a catalyst in the preparation of vanaspati, that is hydrogenated oil. We call that as dalda also. Now you can watch how yeast works. What we are going to do here is add a little bit of baking soda and yeast. Yeast is a single cellular organism. It is mixed with water and let it sit for some time. The yeast rise and it produce carbon dioxide. After the yeast gets raised, it should be mixed with sugar, eggs, oil and flour. Mix the flour well and close it with the cotton cloths. In the meantime, the carbon dioxide released by the yeast make the dough to rise. Here is a small video about Haber process, that is preparation of ammonia in laboratory.
Air is 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases. Ammonia has 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. It's a poisonous gas, but it makes the food we eat.
Plants need raw materials like carbon, nitrogen and phosphorus to build their leaves and flowers. They get those raw materials from the air and from the soil. Good soil means big, strong plants. Today, farmers add chemicals made from ammonia to soil to make it more fertile. So they're called fertilizers. Ammonia is very hard to make, even in small quantities, and the ingredients are dangerous. Nitrogen suffocates, hydrogen burns. This experiment is tricky to get right. On the left, a glass syringe containing a carefully measured amount of nitrogen gas. On the right, another syringe holding precisely 3 times as much hydrogen gas. 1 unit of nitrogen and 3 of hydrogen turn into 2 units of ammonia. The iron doesn't take part in the reaction, it's a catalyst. It helps the nitrogen and hydrogen bond together.
This video we have learnt about the chemical reactions by heat, light and catalyst. Now you will do the assignment. We will discuss the rest of the lesson in our next video. Thank you.